Peace, 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 and greetings to you all. Welcome to the fourth episode of the Kings of Company. And I got my people with me, man. So I hope y'all are having a great day and ready to get this knowledge. Dominique Lawson, man. How are you, brother?
Living a dream, brother. You know me, living a dream, man. You know, it's a little, it's a little unseasonably warm here in the Memphis area, but it's supposed to wind about to come tomorrow, though. So a little wind about to come through. So it's about to get a little cold, but it's nice today. It's real nice today.
Oh, that's good. You know that Memphis weather, man. You'll be hot with the air conditioning on and shorts, and then the next day you'll be scraping the ice off the windshield, man.
That's true. That is true. That's true. Hey, big shout out to my people who still sleep with the fan on. It's cold outside.
Hey, they're my people right there. They're my people right there.
15 degrees outside. You got that fan on, going to sleep.
Oh yeah, man. I big shouts out to y'all, man, because I promise, man, it's almost like it never gets like hot, like cold enough for me. I'm
Right,
always
right,
hot, man. So it works in my favor, brother.
right. I promise I need to be in an igloo to go to sleep for sure. Cause I just need that cool down. I guess I don't know. There's got to be some psychology to that. You know what I mean? It's got to be. I'm
Yeah,
fascinated by that stuff.
for sure, for sure. And man, I'm telling you, it's like matter of fact. Before I get into that, how was your last week? Your last 2 weeks, man? Because we do 2 weeks on. You know,
Right.
how was your last 2 weeks, brother?
It was good. It was good. Made built a couple of relationships. Kind of going back into the networking, episode we talked about
Okay.
a few weeks ago. Make sure y'all go ahead and go back to YouTube and check that out. Go ahead and subscribe if the mood so strikes you. But no, just building some relationships. I'm always fascinated by how just how like how connected we are with people we don't know. You know what I mean? It's like
Right.
you get to talking to people and stuff like dog, you like trains? I like trains too. You know what I'm saying? It'd be something that small, right? But then you lead into like a 30-minute conversation, and then that leads to opportunities for one another. You know what I
Right.
mean? But
Right.
uh,
Right.
just working, building some relationships and stuff like that. That's kind of the name of the game when you're a content creator. You know this all too well,
Yes,
is
sir.
building those relationships. So, but it was good. How about you?
Man, networking myself, man. I really been working on the IVD Press YouTube, man. Big shouts out to
Mhm.
everybody support my new media company. Well, it's an old media company. It's
Chris.
just on, yeah, it's yeah, IVD Press. It's an old media
Right,
company, but it's on new platforms now. So
right,
big
right.
shouts out to everybody. Uh oh, is that me?
Uh oh.
I don't know where that noise coming from. Okay, we gonna let it be then. Hold on. Oh, we got Miss Dockery here. We got Miss Dockery here.
Erica.
I appreciate you coming through, tuning in. It's
Always,
always good to see you. You know what I'm saying?
always.
That's one of them lawyers right there.
Right.
One of them lawyers, man. And we got a,
Yeah.
we got another lawyer as well, man. I know I don't know if he ready to get in here, but I see
He's
him
on
out
the
here.
way. The law is on the way. Hey, the law is on the way.
What's going on, y'all? What's up? What's up, man? I'm trying to get to a safe space so I can get, cut the camera on and stuff. I'm still driving.
See, we was just talking about this technical difficulties, man. We was just talking about this, man. These damn technical difficulties, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
man,
yeah.
I was on the road. I was on the road at 4 o'clock. It still ain't made it to where I'm trying to go. So I'm
Oh
like, man,
Got you.
man.
but I'm here. Let's do it.
I hear
Hey
that.
man. Before we get started, man, how was your last 2 weeks, man? And how did everything go?
So man, my last 2 weeks, man, was amazing, man. I just got told that I'm back in Memphis for a while, so I will be back on a regular now.
Awesome.
we got the last troops out and stuff like that. But it was amazing. I learned some more skill sets to kind of help enhance my my branding, my business, and then I decided I'm gonna get rid of all my clothes and go and buy 2 suits and just rock it because I need to build my brand a little more, a little stronger to be in these corporations and stuff like that. So that's kind of how my 2 weeks been.
I got you. I
I
got
did
you.
that.
Hey, as far as this suit situation, I got some ideas, man. So we're gonna have to talk off camera to try to get you some good prices on some nice fabrics, man. What you think about that?
Hey man, I'm cool with it. I'm more simple though, you know what I'm saying? Simple colors because I'm used to t-shirt and jeans, but I got you, man. I'm back.
All right, well, we'll talk about it off camera, man. But glad to see you, man. You in here, man. And if y'all don't know, he's fighting for our country. He's in the service, man, and we thank him every episode
Absolutely.
for what you're doing, and you're still able to come and give other people knowledge and build them up. Like that's just so impressive to me,
Right.
for that to be on your resume and all the things that you do. So we really do appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, no doubt, man, no doubt. This is good customer service.
See what you did there.
Yeah, man. So we here, Kings of Company, man. Dominique, anything you want to say before we get started?
Nah, man. I think I think the law really just kind of introduced our topic for today. So I think we're ready to rock and roll.
All right. Well, if y'all don't know, and I'm gonna say this right here. I don't know about my brothers that's on the line this week, but this week right here been lagging for me. Oh my gosh. And it's just Tuesday. Man, I'm exhausted of this week already. I'm exhausted. So we gonna do our thing, man, and we're gonna make sure y'all get what y'all need. And I got my pad right here, like I always keep my iPad. Oh, it's right here. Okay. Got my iPad here. I'm ready to take notes, and hopefully y'all are ready to jump into this. So Dominique, I want you to give our people a little bit more insight on what we're talking about today.
Right. So today's topic, right? Before I kind of get started, say anybody out there that has a comment, have a question, stuff like that, like Dominic, shut up. I need to ask you this question. Feel free, because we want to make sure that you guys are part of this conversation, part of this engagement. So if you have questions, have a comment, or something like that, please throw it out there and please let us know. But today's topic and stuff we're going to talk about today is customer service. Like let's be honest here. Like that's one of those things where a lot of times entrepreneurs, especially newly minted entrepreneurs, that be the part that get them. It don't be it's not the product, because that's dope, right? It don't be the process, because you still figuring it out, but you're getting there. But that customer service will kill you. It will kill you. It will kill your business, right? And I think the one word, I think when it comes to great customer service, there's one word that comes to mind, and that's empathy. I think when you lead with great empathy with your customer base and really think about, put yourself in their shoes and stuff, that's honestly half the battle with customer service, right? Because and you have to care, right? Because if you don't care, it ain't gonna work. It's just not to work. There's been, I mean, come on, if you live in Memphis or wherever you are, you've experienced bad customer service, and just think about how you felt when you experienced that bad customer service. I know we have a lot of people who are entrepreneurs, a lot of people who are digital content creators and stuff like that, or people who be about the hustle and bustle of the 9 to 5. In any of those examples, it does not matter. Customer service is still a thing. You have to be mindful and really lead with that empathy. Like I said, think about a time when you had terrible customer service, right? I don't mean like, you went to the chicken house and you ordered 10 wings, you only got 8 of them. I'm not like that. Think about like after the fact when you said you only had the 8 wing. I'm hungry. That's why I gave the chicken wing example. But that's what that is. But not thinking about that you wings. Think about the reaction after they shorted you wings, right? What was that experience like? Did it say, well, you should have said something before you left? Or was it like, you know what? My apologies. Here are 3 more rings and also 3 more wings. And also here's a cake on us, right? And customer service, let's be clear about that. It doesn't have to necessarily be like give them stuff for free or make up for whatever case may be. I mean, you could make up for the wings you shorted them, but it's not necessarily about giving people stuff, right? It's all about leading with that empathy, apologizing, taking ownership, taking that accountability. That's the first part. Take that accountability. You know what? My bad. My apologies. We aim to please every single time, every single customer, and stuff like that. My apologies. Let me make this right for you. When you lead with that empathy and you follow with that accountability, believe it or not, 75% of that angst that customer have is going to go away. Now, let's be honest. Like some of them customers, they came in mad. They wanted to be mad, right? And nothing you can do to change their mad. Right? Ain't no you just got to grill that and eat it. Again, I'm hungry. Forgive all the eating references, right? Food references, right? But you just go ahead to grill that up and eat it, right? And sometimes you got to let that customer vent. Sometimes letting the customer vent is customer service as well. Now they shouldn't be cursing you out. Don't take that. That's verbal abuse. No, we ain't doing that. But sometimes they just want to vent. And 9 times out of 10, they're not even mad at you. You just set them off or something you did. So leading with empathy, following up with that accountability and just making sure you make whatever you got incorrect right for that customer. But it starts with leading with empathy and putting yourself in that customer's shoes.
Yeah. And I 100% agree with that. Because if you see my notes right now, empathy is my top. It's my top thing to talk about today. Right. Because you never know what other people are going through, man, and you never know the situations, man, that happen on a regular day. Especially with people that do work in customer service, y'all understand what we're talking about.
Right.
Customer control, to pay attention to the body language. Hey, there's somebody that's been in customer service that got a lot of tricks and ideas to the first hand. So I want y'all to take that message right there and run with that one, because that one is a very true statement.
Very true.
Yeah, so big shouts out to Miss Dockery for that, man, and tuning in today. But I when you spoke about empathy, bro, that's one of the number one things. You know what I'm saying? Especially in this time today.
Big facts.
And I know I want to speak about that when I speak. But before we get deep into it, I want y'all to know that you all can subscribe today on YouTube. You all can subscribe today on YouTube, and it's free. You don't even have to pay. Just go to YouTube, type in Kings of Company, and you can subscribe today. Now, if you do want to donate, you can. It's a place that we got that you can go, and you can go and get it out the way. If we say something that tickles your fancy as far as business, you can go right here to the Cash App at Kings of Company on Cash App, and you can donate. And shouts out to the people that donated last week, because the donation is actually helping toward what we have going for you all, that we can do giveaways or we can do prizes throughout the show and things like that. And last week helped us be able to get something real big coming up soon. So I want y'all to stay tuned for that. We got some big stuff coming. So we not trying to throw it out there like pay us, give us money. No, it's not like that. It's just certain things that could help us, that can help you, and we all can learn and build together. What you think? You know what I'm saying? What y'all guys think about that? All right, let's go.
My bad. I had to unmute my stuff, so I'm down.
No, you good, bro. So we on the topic of the customer service, man, and we just want to talk to the people about how to give great customer service, especially when you got a business. Customer service is your number one. That's your number one out. I mean, because if you don't know your customer, or you're not trying to get to know your customer, or you're rude to your customer, you're not going to have a business. It's just something that's not going to happen.
Right.
So, Dominique, did you have anything else you want to put on this right here?
Yeah, I actually do, because I think, the example I gave, right, it's coming from a reactive standpoint, meaning that like somebody has done something, you're trying to react to it. But customer service is reactive. You can be proactive with customer service, right? It can be giveaways. It can be greeting every person that comes to your door, or greeting every person that comes in your live, or just shouting out people. That's all customer service. That's all about empathy, building that relationship. So I just wanted to add that piece in there, that like great customer service isn't always just reactive. You can be proactive with great customer service as well. So remember that as you move forward in your businesses and your company, your 9 to 5, your digital content creating, all that stuff.
Yeah, very true subject, man. Because the thing is, like, a lot of stuff that we do in business, it affects everything. It just don't affect one thing. Right. So if your customer service is not to par, and you have a great product, your product probably is not even going to get out there like you want it to, because the people are not going to see it like that. They're going to only see what you said to them, or the email you sent back, or your package hadn't got there yet. You know what I'm saying? That's what they see. So for what you heard, Law, on what Dominique spoke about, what's your input on what Dominique spoke about?
So once again, finding that mic again. So you know what I'm saying, Dom is about, he's actually really truthful what it is, where you have to actually pay attention to the person who is receiving from you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we're trying to get the sale, and I get it. We're motivated by our bills. We're motivated by the mouths we got to feed and everything like that. But don't let that be so, take over so much of who you are, to not just supplying what the customer need. I've been studying Howard Schultz, and he doesn't call like even his customers. He don't call the people he work with. He don't even call them employees. He call them partners. And so, what is your conversation with that customer? And then when you see that customer coming, what is that idea that's already in your head? Like, are you going to use empathy when you see them? You know what I'm saying? Are you going to be have that high level of emotional intelligence that when you see them and they come in, they are there to receive from you from a problem that they have, right? And a lot of times when they come in and you're serving them, it's a problem that they have. And if you are like just so mean, like I've been around people where they were just mean for no reason. It's like I didn't fill out the application. Like I be want to say that sometimes, but I'm like, no, Lord, have compassion. But I didn't fill out the application. I didn't accept the job. Right. Okay, I didn't want to get promoted to be a manager. If you didn't want to deal with the issues that managers want to deal with, and you were just motivated by the pay, then you might want to kind of check that. Because my perception of your company, my perception of what you finna offer me, is not gonna feel good. So let's say if somebody's like a horrible cook, right? Somebody's a horrible cook. I ain't saying that bad. I'm saying they bad, right? If they come with life, that food is gonna taste a little bit different, even though they might be, missing the salt or something. It's still gonna taste a little different. You're gonna feel a different kind of way. You probably gonna give a little pass. You're gonna be like, you know what? They did miss the salt. But if you come and be like, this is my cake right here, huh? Man, that's bitter in your mouth. Like, I don't care if you better than Gordon Ramsay. You know what I'm saying? You better than Gordon Ramsay. Your food gonna suck because your attitude comes out, and whatever energy you push out is the energy you're gonna receive back. So I agree with what Dom is saying.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. So we're gonna keep it moving. Big shouts out to Dominique for that information, man. I hope that really helped you all with your entrepreneurship and with your business and just everyday life, man. Just use customer service in everyday life. Good customer service, just something that you just walk down the street, just be nice to people. So we're gonna keep it moving. We got something that we're gonna do today, man, and I hope it helps you a lot. It's something that new segments we're going to be having and coming to what is it? Kings of Company near you is Dominique Lawson with our first segment ever, like actually making it a segment, book of the day. Dominique, you got the floor.
Well, I appreciate it, good sir. As always, you know me, Kings of Company. I got to come with a book, right? Because I feel like feeding our audience and stuff like that. So today's book, and we're talking about customer service, is The Purpose Advantage, right? Today's book is The Purpose Advantage: How to Unlock New Ways of Doing Business and here on paperback. And that book is available now. The author is Jeff Fromm, really good friend of mine. This dude he's given over 500 keynotes. He's literally spoken on 6 continents. The only reason he hasn't spoken in Antarctica is ain't nobody asked for keynotes there. But he's had some big name clients. Like the biggest one is the NFL. He taught the NFL about reaching customers and stuff like that. And there's 3 chapters in it really quickly that I want you to focus on if you decide to purchase this book. It's chapters actually 3, 4, and 5. 3 is consumer, 4 is modern consumer mindset, and 5 is the purpose and the modern consumer. And basically those 3 chapters talked about, and think about this when you're providing your great customer service, is that the same type of customer that was happening 10 years ago is not the same from 20 years ago, is not now, right? And so the customer and the customer mindset and the consumer mindset is ever evolving, and you're going to get that in this amazing book, The Purpose Advantage by Jeff Fromm, my really good friend Jeff Fromm. All righty, am I the only one here? Is everybody gone? All right.
That's my fault. I'm just talking my face off. Yeah. I apologize. I'm just talking my face off, y'all.
All good.
Yeah, man.
I was about to feel the time. I'm a podcast, man. I feel the time. Like, well, I guess they ain't coming back. Well, you about to get 30 minutes of comedy real quick. Go ahead, man.
I'm just over here talking. I'm engineering and getting all the back stuff up, man.
Right.
But as you can see, this book, man, we're going to have to check it out. It's on Amazon, and I got it right up here right now. I want y'all to go and check this out, because if Dominique said it's good, you know what? I believe it. So this is something that I have to check out myself. So any other finishing things you got on the book or any key topics?
I would just say real quick, we kind of talked about those 3 chapters that really dig into the new type of consumer. One of the things that the book talks about that we're seeing out in the marketplace is that a lot of times the new consumer not only cares about the product, not only cares about the customer service, but the part that's rolled into the customer service is that your product and your company is making a social impact and not just out for the all-out dollar. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Consumers and customers want to see that part, especially now more than ever. And so when you talk about the purpose advantage, it can actually be your competitive advantage in your business. And just some free game here. When we introduce these books and you go on Amazon, you see that link on the top where it says look inside. You can get like a free preview of the book, so you can kind of thumb through a few of those pages to see if it's something for you. You can get some free game right there on Amazon. So that's one of the things as an entrepreneur, you got to be savvy. When you ain't got the money to buy the book, but you want to see what's in there, just go and get a little peek in there. You can do that on Amazon. But The Purpose Advantage by Jeff Fromm, fantastic book by a fantastic guy and author.
Awesome. Well, there's great information. As you see it right here on Amazon. It's right here for the taking. Right now, the Kindle is 99 cents and the paperback is $13.70. So that's not a lot of money to get this knowledge. It's not a lot of money to invest in knowledge. So
especially for that 99 cents, you're gonna get it instantaneously. So
yeah, right then. So we appreciate it, Dominique, man. You always come with the right stuff to say with these books, man. You
I
always
try my
come.
best, man. I try my best.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna get back into it. We're on the topic of customer service, and we got a comment right here by Miss Docker. Also remember, let me get it. Also remember,
Very
we're
true.
not the only one selling the service. Hey, Jason, that's crazy. I was just about to get it. Man. Go ahead, Miss Docker. We appreciate you.
She's not lying. I just want to add to that. Look, you can get a burger from Burger King. You can get a McDonald's. You can get a burger from Crystal's. You can get a burger from wherever. You know, I know you out on the West Coast, so Smash Burger, whatever it's called, stuff like that. You know what I mean? But the thing is like, you know, what makes you keep coming back, honestly, is if that particular restaurant or whatever provides you with excellent service. They're like, no, I ain't going to nobody else. But this particular restaurant. So it's really not that burger, it's that service. So, you know, Miss Docker hit it right on the head for sure.
Yeah.
Look at the Chick-fil-A model. Chick-fil-A model.
Man, look.
That's the most expensive chicken you're gonna eat, but you come back because of the service. You
Big
come
facts.
back because they don't say thank you. They say my pleasure. They say, you know what I'm saying? You come back for that interaction. You go to McDonald's, they be like, all right, say your order. All right, what you say again? Okay, pull around. You like
right. I want to add to that, Law, real quick, because you said something that's super important, right? Because when it comes to Chick-fil-A, their culture is so good, right? And I was actually looking for another book to kind of throw up here too, but I'll save that for next time. But their culture is so good, no matter what Chick to in the country, you're at my pleasure. It could be Denver, Colorado. It could be St. Louis, Missouri. It could be Memphis, Tennessee. It could be Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Every single one you're gonna get hit with that my pleasure. That speaks to great culture. It speaks to great culture, which you was talking about earlier, Lawrence. It also speaks to amazing customer service. And Chick-fil-A is just top notch. It's top notch. I don't think of any fast food restaurant where you can they better than Chick-fil-A. I can't think of one.
And the crazy thing about it is, they close one day out of the week, and every other restaurant is open 7 days a week, and they make profit. So what is making their profit, and what's making the restaurant what it is that they have the culture that is the same everywhere. You're not gonna go anywhere and not look at it and say, man, it's different. Like, you get the same thing, and so, you know, McDonald's have to work harder and work an extra a day. But Chick-fil-A said, I ain't got to work on Sunday because guess what? We're going to give you the excellent customer service. We're going to give you the excellent time frame. We're going to make sure that we do things in excellence so that you're going to always want to come back because that's what you want. Man, I have never seen a Chick-fil-A where the line is not wrapped around the corner. I haven't. And you get in and out. It's not like you sitting there 10, 12, 13 hours to get a milkshake that's not available. Like, it's not there.
Exactly.
So you got to be like that in your own business. You got to think at the Chick-fil-A model. Think like the Starbucks model. You know what I'm saying? How do you serve the customer that you have? You know, if you in hair and you're doing hair, what is it that you can bring to your client that they would have a different experience? People buy into experiences. What kind of experience I'm going to have with you? What kind of experience I'm going to connect with you on? And then that's going to motivate me to buy from you. If my experience is not good, I'm walking out. I go find somebody else. So what can you do? What experience can you create?
Yeah, and that's good. It's right on, man. The experience is everything because you got everything you think about your first time doing it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Your first time going here, your first time experiencing this food, your first time experiencing this company, this clothing store. You always remember your first time. So we got to make sure we're making those first times our first time meeting people and talking to people that they can remember and see something really good and something we said and something we did. And big shouts out to AB the Hero. He is live right now. He's a big YouTuber, man. So big shouts out to you for tuning in, man. And make sure you subscribe. Yeah, make sure you subscribe to the Kings of Company, man. We just over here talking a little business, man. Not nothing too shabby, just a little business, man. But I wanted to get to it, man. As far as this customer service thing, one of my first things that I look at when I look into customer service is communication. To be clear about my product, to practice in my mirror and practice in my head or how I'm going to put my product out to the masses. The and the thing is you can have a great product and know everything it do, but you don't know how to talk about it. You don't know how to introduce it to the customer. And that's what a lot of people have problems with, having this product and not knowing how to give it out to the masses. And a lot of times, if you got a really good product, the product will sell itself. A lot of times you don't have to say anything. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, now since the product sells itself and you don't have to say anything, now looking on the customer service side, now we got to make sure you packaging it the right way. Because it can be an awesome product and packaged wrong. And nobody gets it. Nobody understands it, or by the time it gets to them, it's all broken up and, you know what I'm saying? It's all in pieces and things like that. So just if I got a clothing store, it's like I want to make sure that my people that work for me, my partners, I want to make sure we're giving them the best customer service possible. So I want them to be able to have a certain greet that we do when we walk in the store, like, welcome to Dominique Lawson Book of Pleasure. Like, I don't know, like welcome here. Over here we got the business. Over here we got the whatever. Just know where everything is, and I'm saying it in a place of a store, but even with people that just have .coms. Like, if you need this, go to this tab right here. It's going to take you right there. If you need this, go to the information tab. It'll take you right there. Just knowing your product. And that's to me, that's a big problem with a lot of people that got businesses out there. They don't, they know what they selling, but they know how to say it to themselves, but they don't know how to say it to somebody else. If that makes sense. Because I've had that situation happen to me plenty of times when I go to the vendor events and I look at what they're selling, and like say for instance, they selling some kind of healthy drink, oh, it's got this in it, it's got that in it, and blah blah blah, so and I'm like, well, it does contain any vitamin A or vitamin D or vitamin C, and they be like, well, I don't know. It just keep my skin clear, and it keep all my customer skin clear. And I'm like, I don't know what you got in it, lady, because I might be allergic to it. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand. Like, help me understand the product. Mm-hmm. Like, and I'm only saying that because that's out of experience. Of knowing, like, of being a part of different places, vendor events, there people are selling stuff, because those are the people that's really coming up, is the people at the vendor events and things like that. Those are the people that probably don't have the storefront yet, probably just still online and hadn't got it out to the masses. So if you're in that space, make sure you're taking time to understand your own product, because the way you explain it to yourself or your kids or your family, it's somebody else that don't understand it like you do. And you want to make sure you got a sales pitch for them to understand your product as well. And I want to talk about the ability of positive energy as well. I'm really big into energy. A lot of times you could be having a bad day. Like I was talking at the beginning of the video, I was talking about my first 2 days of this week, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you know what I'm saying? I am tired. I just don't feel like it. But when you have something that you believe in, and you have a product that you know that'll work, or you have a service that that can help a lot of people, you got to put that to the side a lot. I heard an echo on somebody, Mike. I don't know who that is. It's an echo. Yeah, I heard. Yeah. So I forgot what I was talking about. Hey, but I'm gonna hop back to it. But let me get it back.
You was talking about how times people are it's like they don't necessarily know their product like also giving out good energy and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was the energy. It was the energy.
Right.
So the thing is you might not be having the best day. You might not be having the best week or month. But the thing is, if you got a product that's ready and the people, and you got a service that people want, you kind of got to leave that at the house. You kind of got to leave that in the car. You kind of got to leave that at wherever, leave it at the park, or like the Christian state, leave it at the altar. You got to leave it somewhere, because the energy that you give your customers is a lot. And that's something that they don't have to pay for, and that's something that you don't have to sell. There's just something that's the energy. There's just something that's just out there in the universe. And I'm really heavy on energy. And I know I don't know if this kind of getting off the entrepreneur talk, but when you come anywhere or go anywhere or meet anybody and you have a positive attitude about it and you're just a positive person, it's like that's a first impression. That's what we were talking about earlier. That's another first impression. You're giving them the impression that I'm a good person off top. And a lot of times people will pay for your service just based off being a good person. It's not anything that you necessarily did. You know what I'm saying? It's, or said, because a lot of times, because energy don't have to be taught. You don't have to talk to feel the energy. It's just around you. It's just the ambiance. It's just around. And if you come in with that positive energy and you coming in as a good person and you're selling this product and you know what you're talking about while you're selling this product, I don't see why you're not selling. It just don't make sense to me. I mean, your acting skills, even if you don't feel it, your acting skills got to be next level. I'm gonna get some of these comments. Big shout out to AB the Hero. Appreciate the game, bro. Hey, yo, we appreciate you, brother. You know I appreciate you, man. I appreciate the game you gave me as well, man. So thank you so much. We got Ms. Williams. She said hi. She's on YouTube. She's in the building. So big shouts out to you, Ms. Williams. Hope you tune in for the rest of the show. We got Ms. Dockery back. Yeah. Behind your product, however, research keywords, sell product, not on paper, knowledge. I hear you. Hey, that's right. You don't want to be pulling that piece of paper out the top pocket right here. Okay, well, it's got pull your phone out, pulling your phone out, things like that, man. So you're right, Miss Dockery.
Let me pull out my Palm Pilot.
A pump. Hey, you went back to what 2002 around that time. Yeah, man. So that's great information. So we really appreciate that. So when I want to get to this, and I think I'm gonna be gone, man, because I talked about not feeling it, and you just don't feel like it. This ain't your day. You just, and then I talked about leaving it at the altar, leaving it in the car, leaving it at the house, and just being you. So when you do that, you basically need to work on your acting skills. Like because the thing is, you can have a product and not be the type of person that even use the product, but you know the product is good and you know it help people. But you got to get your acting skills together. You got to figure it out. You got to go and watch some movies, go on some, I say YouTube University, and figure out how to act, figure out certain things to do, certain body movements, certain hand gestures, like all of that. You got to, hey, listen, if you don't feel like it, you got to sell that product. That product got to get out to the masses, because if it don't get out, you will not make no money. If your product doesn't sell, you will not make no money. So you got to get out and you got to put that fake smile on. Hey, how you doing? My name's Fahar Farmer. I got these t-shirts over here. I mean, they're great. I know my t-shirts. I know how much what the fabric count is. I know what the thread count is. I know how much polyester, how much cotton. I know it all. So when you come to me about it, I'm going to tell you everything, because it's something that I sell. And if you come to me a day that I don't feel like selling, and a day that I just had a bad day, you're going to get this same good old brother with this smile on his face. Because I know you got something in your pocket, something in your purse, in your wallet, that's going to help me in my daily adventures every day to live my vision for the rest of my life. So that's my piece on it. If y'all didn't catch the beginning of me and Dominique, make sure you go and check it out because I know Lawrence about to give us handful hands. I ain't got enough hands for what Lawrence probably for to do, man.
Take us home, man. You got to take us home.
Yeah. So Dominique, before we move on, is there anything that was said in my message that that you have any 2 cents on anything you want to add on to it?
Reiterate 2 things. That energy, number one, is so important. Like, look, customers feed off your energy, right? Like if you having a bad day, they about to have a bad day. If you down the dumps, they gonna have a down the. Problem is, you need what's in their pocket. You need what's in their purse. I mean, so it's like we can't have that. But also, number 2, something you said I thought was important. It's like, look, that whole like you're not feeling it today. That ain't just for like people who just starting out. Like, let's be transparent here, right? There are days like, man, I don't know. You know, it's like I'm not gonna let you know that, but there gonna be days. I don't know if I got it today. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, yeah, like I might need to hold me down for the first 2 quarters. I come back in the middle of the third or something. You know what I'm saying? But like, there are going to be days, okay? And sometimes you just got to put that face on. You got to like whatever, right? Like everybody's not to come out the gates where they just heard a loud mixtape and they feel like up and down. But everybody, it ain't gonna be that every day. It's just not. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there are gonna be days where you gonna have to, you know, just like suck it up and just like put that face on, right? And just go with the flow. So no, I thought those were 2 excellent points I wanted to reiterate and highlight.
All right, hey, and the people need it. Law, before we get to you, anything you got to say about what was spoke about?
Yeah, I co-sign with you guys on energy. Like I'm huge on energy. I'm huge on, you know, getting there and having that energy. And then whatever you push out, you're going to receive. I say this all the time. You can't receive from anything that you don't put in the ground. Or, you know, if you're expecting to have something and you never put nothing in, then you kind of wrong. You know what I'm saying? So if you want your customers to have that kind of feel, that kind of, even if they're not going to buy from you, let them have that experience that you have the energy to say, I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate you connecting. You know, I appreciate you even trying to give me a choice to allow me to sell you something. If you do that, then they may not buy today, but they'll buy someday. You know, and they may not buy from you today, but they probably recommend 3. You know what? Harvard did da 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 da, and then they boom. Next thing you know, you got 3 other people in there. That person didn't buy, but 3 other people, you know what I'm saying, now coming by because the energy you gave out. So yeah, you know what I'm saying, tap into the energy that you have, and then I'll quit because I got something to say about that.
I got you. And before we move on, make sure if you're watching on any platform, make sure you go to YouTube and subscribe to Kings of Company today. Right now, and you get the best version of this show on YouTube. So if you're watching, go to YouTube and subscribe and check out the last videos as well. It's packed full of knowledge. Like I said, I got my tablet right here. I'll take down. Y'all see me looking down. I'm promoting the video, but I'm taking notes as well because all of us, we eating together. You know, and like nobody's smarter than nobody. You know, we just have different areas. Just some people just stronger than others, and we got to make sure that we're uplifting each other. And the people that don't have that right there, that we're coming in and saying, I can help you with that. And that's what we're doing on this platform. And if you want to contribute to the platform, because we don't charge to get this message, but individually, you might get charged. I mean, because it's business at the end of the day, but we giving it away for free right now. But if it's anything that we say or anything that that really touches you, you can always go to Kings of Company on Cash App and you can donate. And like I said at the beginning of the video, those donations are going to go to the actually back to you all, because we're going to be able to put out way more content. We're going to be able to do giveaways. We're going to be able to do this and do that. And the thing is that that's investing. at the end of the day, because if we're getting this money to build the platform to give it to the masses for free, and we do giveaways and things like that, you're basically investing in yourself. And no, I ain't trying to sell it to you, but that's just the facts. That's just what it is. So I appreciate you all that have given. And if we say something today that catch you, hey yo, it's right here on Cash App. So we about to get ready for it, man. We got the brother that's about to bring us the law, and this is Lawrence Thompson. And if you don't know why we call him the law, you will know today. Lawrence, you got the flow, brother.
Hey man, hey, I appreciate it, man. It's all that good stuff, man. But we're gonna tie this into everything with customer service, man. And I'm gonna speak on when the walls show up, when that day show up, when it's not happening that day. I'm going to speak on that, and it's all tying into customer service, and I'll tie it in at the end. I'm gonna ask you this question, and then I want you to ponder on it, and I'm gonna answer it for you. What's the difference between a coffee bean and a macaroni in hot water? The answer is one expands and one changes the water. And so the day is going to show up, the moment is going to happen. You're going to want to quit. The frustration is going to happen. A customer going to want a refund. A customer going to go off on you. You're going to have the peaks and the valleys. But the question is, while you in the water is the same content. Which one are you? Are you going to be the one that's going to get soft and expands? Yes, macaroni get large and it gets big and, you know what I'm saying, it's puffed up. But when you squeeze it, it does nothing to the water. But the coffee bean, when it gets into the water has to conform to the coffee bean. Now the water is not called water anymore. It's called coffee. The water is called water if you're a macaroni. So when that day come up and when that wall show up, or when you want to quit and when you want to push and you can't give nothing else, then think about this. Do I want to be a macaroni today and allow the water to get into me and change my whole demeanor, deform me? Or am I going to be the coffee bean and say, I will change the water? Will you come out and say, hey, okay, you coming at me mad, you screaming and hollering at me, how you doing today? Okay, let's calm down. We can handle this. And are you going to take that and say, okay, I will not let this happen? And I'm going to end with this. Having good customer service is this. Are you going to be an atmosphere changer, or are you going to let the atmosphere change you? Are you going to be an atmosphere changer, or are you going to let the atmosphere change you? That's going to dictate to how you feel. That's going to dictate to what choice words you use. That's going to dictate to your attitude. If you're going to be a part of the atmosphere and let the atmosphere mess you up, or you're going to change the atmosphere. Be atmosphere changers and be coffee beans. I'm out.
Wow.
Hey, Cara, can you put like some flames around? Like,
oh man, I don't know how to do it, man. I'll figure it out next time.
Damn, man. Right? Coffee bean and macaroni. That's a good one.
Hey, next time, hey, I'm gonna get to it. Hey, AB the Hero said bars.
Facts.
So Dominique, man, you just heard it, man. It was short and sweet today, man.
I'm not going after that. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna go there, man.
No, seriously though. No, I just want to emphasize. I want to, emphasize some points he said. Right, like that atmosphere changer. Right, like you gonna adapt or conform. Like what is it going to take? So no. Like, he hit it right there on the head. AB the Hero, he said himself, bars, right? It's like, it really comes down to, are you going to let something dictate what you're going to do, or are you going to dictate it yourself? That's a mindset thing, and that's super important. And when it comes to customer service, it's the same thing. It really is.
Yeah. And I'm telling you, man, like, hold on. What did AB say? Be coffee, my friends. Not Bruce Lee.
hey, I respect Bruce, but Bruce like be water.
Right. Go with the flow. Be water.
Right.
Yeah, man. Man, 100% agree, man. I love the analogy because the thing is that cause I said it earlier, customer service is not just business. It's
It's not.
everyday life. You know, we got to be careful on how we treat people, because you never know, the person that's coming in, and it has the attitude. You never know like where their mindset is. And I know, Law, you know a lot about this. You know, when it was like a lot when people come, a lot of people come from the service. They don't have the same mindset they had when they left. You know, and you don't know people mindset. You don't know how much they was pushed that day or what happened. So when they come in and they have that, it's best for you to be as good of a person, not even a salesman anymore, just as good as a person, for this situation to not escalate, because we already see where it is. And a lot of time, us as business owner, us as salespeople, us as entrepreneurs, our attitude changes their attitude. That's where it comes with the business. I mean, that's where it comes with the energy. If somebody coming to you with a negative energy, and you giving them nothing but positive, like I learned it from my mom and my stepdad. You know, my mom, she used to fuss at my stepdad, and he'll just be sitting there looking at her like this, not saying anything. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this lady is going off, and he just got the straight face, not saying nothing. And when he passed, talked to my mom, and she was like, well, his name was Arthur. She was like, Arthur, he just let me holler and scream and won't say nothing. And guess what they did? They either made me madder or they made me shut up. Just based off of the attitude that he gave. Not saying that it was positive energy, just saying that it was calm energy, to the fact that she either wanted to calm down or go to herself and be mad, then calm down. So we can change people value. Like, that's their value at the time. They're upset. So when you have those situations, you have people that do outrageous things, you know, in the time. It takes a second to change the rest of your life based off a decision you made. So when they're having those kind of days, and you know they can be kind of vicious and loud and out there, let's be the best people we can every day. And you don't have to try and be a great customer service worker or business. You're just a good person 24 hours a day. And I promise that's going to help everything you do. That's going to help your business. It's going to outreach your connections within your business, because people going to like, I met Lawrence Thompson. He was a good person. I was like, and this guy was like, oh man, I think I want to meet him, but every time I see him, he live, he this and that. I don't know if we got the same. No, I met him. He a cool dude, and he's everything that you see, but even better. And that person could open up a door for another person to come into Law's situation and be like, I want you to do this for me. So it's not just for you all the time, you know. It's for the help of you, to better you, and to better others around you, man. So we here, customer service, man. Is there anything anybody want to say on this? Any extra giblets that you all have that can help our people that's watching us right now with their businesses or with their personality or whatever it is? Is there anything that Dominique, is there anything you got?
Not really. I'll just reemphasize what I said at the top of the show if anybody didn't, catch that part. When it comes to customer service, the number one thing you need to do is lead with empathy. That piece is critical, and we've been reemphasizing this over and over again. Like, if you're a good person, you can do, if you're exhibiting great energy and putting out that great energy, that's leading with empathy, thinking about the customer in their shoes and stuff like that. And then after that, accountability. Accountability is key. Taking ownership. Even if it's from a situation where we talked about an example earlier, something screws up, but also an example that Fahara was saying earlier about like accountability of knowing the product, right? That part is super important. But leading with empathy, follow up with accountability, and also just making sure that you take action. That's super important. And make sure you follow that lead. But also, like I said, customer service is not necessarily something that is reactive. It's also something you can be proactive with as well, anticipating needs, greeting people when they come in the door or when they come into your space. If you're a digital,
Yep. Got stopped a little bit. Hey, but it's okay. It's okay. Well, why he stopped up a little bit? Law. Based off everything that was said, and I'm gonna say this to the people: if you're watching right now, you can ask questions. By the way, this is the time that you can get it for free. You know, so this is a good time to get any type of information that hopefully will help you in your business. Anything extra you want to throw on it?
Yeah, I would just ride with the wave of what we've been riding. You know what I'm saying? Is that, having empathy, accountability, make sure our energy is good, make sure we know the product, make sure we take ownership. I'm just gonna ride the wave of what we've been saying over and over again, and just keep saying it because the way you handle a person, the way you connect with a person, what you do for a person, it helps your business, right? It helps your business. It helps branding, right? So you may not have a business, but you have you're branding something, right? Your YouTube, your Instagram, your TikTok, or whatever. Those people are your customers too. Those people are your clients too. Like, I go live a lot and I do, things a lot. And I'm always respectful of the people who come on my live. And then if people come on my lives and they're wrong or they're combative, then I address it right there in front of them. You know what I'm saying? To let them know I got your back. Let you know that I will protect you because you giving me the responsibility and you allowing me to speak into your life, and I do not take it for granted. So don't take for granted when somebody comes into your presence to try to give you an opportunity for them to be sold to. You know what I'm saying? And so don't take that for granted, right? Don't be like, oh, here they go. They may ain't got, we do this a lot of time. We prejudge. Oh, they may not have the money, or they may not. Don't do that. Give somebody an opportunity to tell you no. Don't already make your mind up about them saying they're going to give you a no. So give them an opportunity to tell you, but don't tell them that they can give me, don't give them one before they even talk to you. So that's my thing. Like I said, just ride on the wave of where everybody's going and saying all those things.
Right. And I'm glad you hit on that. If y'all didn't see the last episode, make sure y'all go back and watch that, because you hit that pretty hard, Law. You hit that pretty hard, and it was so understandable. It's like anybody can get that, and it was very valuable information. So I appreciate that. And before you go, could you tell the people about your book, your last book, your second book, actually?
Yeah. My book is called The Selfish Leader. It's on Amazon. You can actually get it now on Amazon. And so it's for those who are in leadership position, wanting to be in leadership position, entrepreneurs, those who want to be a leader. The book is there. I'm straight up in front of your face about everything. But my heart of the thing is that leaders lead with love. And the love is an acronym. L for lead, O for, observation. What do you see? V is for vocabulary, meaning what are the words that you're choosing? What words are you selecting when you're speaking to those you're leading, those that are around you that you're leading? And E, get involved, engagement. How engaged are you with your teams, and how engaged are you by being leaders, in your companies, or being leaders in your community, whatever. So my book is out there. You can go grab it. I promise you it's going to frustrate you. It's going to make you see things a little different. I know it's called A Selfish Leader because I believe all leaders should be selfish, but I give you the character behind being selfish. Not I don't applaud leaders who are selfish and they're arrogant. I don't applaud those. But leaders who are selfish and humble, understanding that them being selfish is going to help them to be selfish later. Those are the leaders that I'm speaking to in that book. So yeah, go grab it. It's on Amazon.
Make sure to do that. Like, and Dominique, I know you got, you know how the internet is sometimes, man. I want to make sure you finished out what you were talking about, man.
I basically just saying, real quick, and I do apologize about that, technology, right? Lead with empathy, have that accountability, and then just take action. Just remember, customer service, it's not necessarily a reactive thing. You could be proactive for customer service. Just think about thinking about your customer and being in their shoes and stuff like that. That was pretty much it.
Awesome. And I really hope that you all watching have enjoyed our customer service. And if you have enjoyed our customer service, you can always go right here and you can let us know how much you enjoy it. And like I said, this is the betterment for everything that we doing with the Kings of Company. And big shouts out to
that collection plate right here. There you go. Pass that collection plate. You know.
Yeah, man. So
exactly.
But
with the white gloves.
Right, yeah, with the white gloves. Yeah, man. But we here, and if you need to get in touch with us in any kind of way, you see us right here. These names right here, you can just go and go on Facebook, Twitter, wherever. And if you want to just get in touch with us in period, you see this strolling across the bottom. That's all our social media platforms. Please go and check us out, like us, follow us, subscribe to it. And if you hadn't liked this video already, make sure you go and like that as well, so we can push these YouTube algorithms and give the world what we're giving you all, and we can give it to the world on another platform. So I appreciate y'all for coming in, checking us out. We the Kings of Company. And like I said, make sure, I'm telling y'all, share the video. I'm telling you, like, sharing is one of the biggest things in entrepreneurship. And I know that we probably going to talk about that soon. Pushing that share button is one of the biggest things you can do in entrepreneurship in any kind. If it's YouTube, or if it's clothing, if it's food, whatever you're doing. Because it's somebody that may need it but don't know where to go, but they don't know us. But if you share it on your platform, they can see it and be like, oh yeah, I was working, I just started this job and I'm having some problems with customer service. Like, this is something that'll probably help. I'm starting this business and I just don't know how to talk to people. Y'all met people like that. They're genuinely good people, just don't like talking to people. It's something that can help everybody. And I've learned it so much today. Like I said, I got my tab right here. That's why I look down and I put this information in, because it's stuff that I don't want to get. So big shots to, I had a conversation with ABD Hero in Ballface last night about business and about customer service, what we're talking about right now. And they gave me some awesome ideas because they're next level on YouTube. So it's like, but the thing is, the same thing they were saying to me applies to everyday life. It applies to same stuff we saying to y'all. It applies to everyday life. So it's nothing we saying that you can't use outside of business. Ms. Ewan said good information. We appreciate that, and thank you for tuning in for sure. She's a regular too. She's been on here a few times. So big shouts out to Ms. Ewan. Thank you for supporting and being a part of this. And anything else, man? Anything else, guys? Everybody got it out?
I got
one more thing.
Let's go.
Customer service is not limited to customers, right? If you're in a managerial position or something like that, if you're in a supervisory position, like the people that's your subordinates or your team members or stuff like that you're responsible for, it's your job to serve them as well. Make sure you listen to them, empathize. Same thing applies. Empathize, empathy, accountability, all that great stuff. Because we're talking about, customers, doesn't mean customer service is limited to customers. Just want to get that out there real quick.
Yeah. And for our followers, our new people that's in here right now, y'all heard about the law and what he got with his book and everything. Dominique has the Startup Life Podcast. He got that. I want y'all to go and check that out. He's talking to some very influential people, and they're on the next level, the level that all of us try to get on. And you all got this guy, like Law said the last time, it's like looking at a star. You know what I'm saying? We have Dominico here. It's like looking at very famous brother right there. And he talked to some very famous and wealthy people, not just money wise, knowledge wise as well. So I want y'all to go check out the Startup Life. Make sure you subscribe today. And I guess
the hottest entrepreneur podcast on the block. Don't get it twisted.
What? The Living in Memphis just came out.
But look, man, the thing is with that show, man, it's our job to get in the room that people normally don't get in the room of. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times people like talking about success and stuff like that. These are the people that are in the room. And so make sure you subscribe, to all major platforms. Appreciate the shout out for her.
No problem. Just tell them about your latest podcast.
I'll tell you about the one that's going to drop at midnight, right? So the one we dropped at midnight, we kind of talked about this earlier. The guy, Colin Breyer, he was the chief of staff to Jeff Bezos, right? You don't get any closer to the chief of staff of Jeff Bezos. Like he worked right under him for 2 years. Know the ins and outs of Amazon. Was an executive at Amazon for 15. Dropped today. That podcast is going to drop at midnight tonight. So, yeah, that's going to be a good one.
Right. So, we're going to stay tuned in. All of us going to listen, right? And we're going to get this information, man. We really
should have a contest, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking we should have a contest, you know. I might, this is what I would do. Out of my pocket. Whoever watched it, listen to it. We're gonna have a contest, and we're gonna come up with a couple questions, and we're gonna throw them out there. And I'll give them $50. We'll put it. I'll cash out for Hara, and he'll put it in our account, and I'll give him $50. But you got to answer the question the right answer. We don't want no. Well, it's a roundabout. No, give us exactly what was said. You know what I'm saying? That a roundabout, I'm military, so we don't play with them gray lines. It's like black and white, you know what I'm saying? We want the black and white, and yeah, I'll give you $50. Go listen to it. It drops at midnight. So you got a little time on your hand too to listen to it now.
Yeah.
Got 2 weeks before we come back on. So
you got 2 weeks to listen to this podcast. So if you're on the air now, y'all see it. Now if you're watching it later, it still applies. But that means that you got to be back here 2 Tuesdays from now to answer these questions. So, hey, we appreciate you. Y'all see the love flowing, right? Y'all see the love flowing. Y'all see the love. And like I said, if y'all want to contribute, we right here, y'all. We right here, and so we can have better ways of getting this out to you all and doing these giveaways and things like that, because we're talking about that at the beginning. So we appreciate y'all tuning in. We love y'all. We hope y'all business be successful and y'all lives be great. Yo, people, we are the Kings of Company, and we demand greatness.
Demand it.